Hello, welcome to today's Monday Money MOT with Sheena Doherty. Today's topic of conversation is income protection, something that I think we're probably more aware of now than we have been previously. So welcome, Sheena.
Thank you. Yeah, the income protection thing, it's really become a lot more topical, I think, because of furlough. I think so many people that sadly have been put on furlough or employers that have needed to furlough staff. It's really made people think, well, what on earth would we have done if there hadn't have been that, 70% pay there just to support people's just basic day-to-day functioning, bills, food, heating. And I've had quite a number of inquiries from people saying, is there a way of having this protection in place where if I was unable to work through illness or injury or accident, and there is, income protection is, I think, quite an area that's overlooked for a lot of people. If you're fortunate, quite a number of employers will offer sick pay, but they tend to be your larger schemes. And so many people now are employed by small, medium-sized businesses. And quite often you'll find that it's their discretion if they're going to pay you if you're ill, or it's just statutory sick pay. So what you're able to do as an individual is look at saying, well, hang on a minute, if I was off work long-term through illness or injury or an accident, with the savings we have, we might be fine for a few months, but then life would become difficult. A bit like the furlough scenario, what would you have done? How long could you have coped if there wasn't a furlough that's kicked in from the government? And what you're able to do is insure yourself if there was a scenario where you couldn't work. And this is a monthly premium you pay, like you pay car insurance, holiday insurance, you insure your pet, you insure your iPad, but do you insure yourselves? And it's just one of those areas that people don't get round to reviewing. So it's a way of saying, well, hang on, after so long, I would need some financial assistance while I got well, while I had treatment. And when you go back to work, a lot of people don't go back full time after prolonged absence. So these income protection policies do a top up. So you might go back to work 2-3 days a week, but the policy can still provide a top up so that you're still able to maintain 70 to 80% of what income you would have had. There is the option through employee benefit schemes. Employers can look at group policies for this. And this is a really cost-effective way if you are, as an employer, wanting to review like the total reward package for employees. But for individuals, it's a really sensible way just to get an indication of, rubber stamping what your financial plans are and your future plans, and making sure you've got that income.
Yeah, you're right. The furlough scheme has absolutely highlighted that, hasn't it? I've lost count of the number of people, including myself, that have said, what on earth would we have done without the furlough scheme? I've said before, I think, to you, that we can't have that as a throwaway comment anymore. It's time now that we go, right, okay, what would we do then, if something happens in the future? So last year and this year certainly is hopefully it's put that at the forefront of people's minds. So when people come to you to speak about their finances, Sheena, do you generally find that they come to you saying, I think this is what I need, or is it more of a sort of conversation that people tend to have with you?
It's more of a conversation. The best thing that I've found over the last 12 months, I mean, we've had so many more inquiries. People don't tend to reach out to somebody like me, which is such a shame. I think the perception is you only speak to somebody like me if you've got loads of money. And that's not what it's about. Yes, I do have clients that are at that lifestyle, or life point, sorry. But I have a huge number of my clients are, couple working, partners, they may be married, they might have children, they might be planning on children, and it's going through those different life stages. So some of the best chats I've had during lockdown have just been chats. People haven't come saying, this is what I need you to do, Sheena. It's more of a case of, could we just chat through? We've got plans that we want to save up for, or we're looking at moving house, or we've just had a baby. And they're actually some of the most rewarding conversations, because you can see those like light bulb moments when people say, I didn't realize I could save as little as that, and that's something I could look at. Or I didn't realise having some protection in place actually is quite affordable. So it very much is, you know, approach somebody like me with an open book. Don't think you have to come with I need. Most of the time people are able to look at finding areas that, you know, they've not been aware of that they could talk through.
Yeah. And we've said before, isn't it, it's about empowerment as well, isn't it, you know, taking some control over our finances. And I think we can all put our hands up and say we all need to do that a little bit more. So that's brilliant, Sheena. Thank you very much. As always, we will include Sheena's details with this post, and Sheena's generously offered to make a donation to the work of the Laura Crane Youth Cancer Trust if people do take her up on her offer for that conversation. So thank you very much, Sheena. Looking forward to seeing you again for our next Monday Money MOT. And until then, take care and see you soon.
Okay, catch you soon, Helen. Bye-bye.
Bye, Sheena.